What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. Nietzsche just pressed hero just as I pressed the mic live button, and I swear I was like, I went, Mike's alive, which I always tell Bibby anyway, and then I heard Enrique Iglesias, so that weirded the shit out of me, so we'll do that again.
Nietzsche is a bike seat sniffer.
Scoop intro. Good morning. See that glance down there? That was me making sure it definitely still is morning. It is still the morning. Good morning. How are we all doing? Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads for only the second time this week and the last time this week. We are live with The Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves. My name is Graham Day, and I'm joined by a man like me, adorned with a PUBG hat. I'll read, Bib.
Good morning, Graham. Yes, just like you say, you have to make sure, you just have to double check just before the words that come out your mouth is bullshit. But it is past 10 a.m. It's before dinner time. Perfect time for us.
That sounds like 10 a.m.-ish to me.
It does to me.
Like 10 a.m.-ish. Yeah, nice. So it's not 10. What's after 10? 11. So we're still in the 11 hour. That's perfect-ish. Just like 2 p.m. would be at 10 a.m.-ish if we needed it to be. That's fine. Yes. Welcome in, though, to twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. As mentioned, my name is Graham. This is Bib. We are Ice Cream Uploads. This is The Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves. We are bringing you your daily dose of news from the world of video games and beyond for only the second time this week. We know that's not a lot of content, not by our usual standards anyway. We usually bring you 5 scoops a week plus gameplay content, but it's been one of those weeks. We have had a very, very busy week. For those that don't know, we do bring you podcasts, we do bring you gameplay streams, but we also work in the world of video games, and we have quite a lot on in the day job. So the streams, sadly, as they occasionally do, have had to be sacrificed. We try to keep some form of consistency with the streams, but occasionally it's just not possible. So sadly, we've not been able to bring you the streams Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday this week. But we are back. It's Friday. We're here with The Scoop. I'll be back tomorrow with some PUBG, and it's going to be longer than usual to make up for the fact that I wasn't live on Wednesday. And Bib, are we getting some Fortnite fun times on Sunday?
I don't know, because I've just checked the weather. It's meant to be 32 degrees, so
fucking
I
roasting.
don't know. It's been bad enough in here the last 3 days, as it's been absolutely glorious in Manchester. However, when you're in a very small studio, it's not that great. So maybe not. It depends how fucking hot it is in the morning, and I might just, I don't know, throw myself into a paddling pool that Samantha bought yesterday instead.
Well, do you know what? The only way you can really get notified when we're going live, the best way is to drop a follow on the stream if you haven't done already. A lot of people have been doing that this week because if you've been watching our social media, we have announced the largest tournament that we have ever done on Ice Cream Uploads. It's going to be a pretty exciting event. We'll come back to that shortly, but for now, I want to mention the fact that we are here to bring you the biggest, the best, and breaking stories from the world of video games. We'll give you our thoughts and impressions on those stories, and we then want to hear your thoughts and impressions, and then your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. That's kind of how the whole thing works. We usually go live on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads each and every single weekday at 10 a.m.
Ish.
There we go. I pointed the wrong way. I pointed that way, but you're over there. So there we go. 10 a.m.-ish. Nice. But yes, if you're on the stream, please do feel free to get involved because we are live on Twitch, but we turn the live stream into a podcast, a video on YouTube, and an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud and Google Play. There is lots of places where over 130,000 people have watched and listened to this podcast, so please do feel free to get involved on behalf of those people. They would very, very much appreciate it. Before we do start talking about video game news today, and we have a few cool stories to go through, we do want to do the housekeeping. We want to go through a few talking points. So you may have seen it. We have finally announced the hashtag PUBGRR, the Royale Rumble. That is finally our first foray into bringing you a PUBG live event. You may have seen that we've done it before. You may have seen that we've had our own tournaments, the ICU inaugural tournament in the past. Shout out to the people that were around for that, because that is old school. You may have seen that we had invitational tournaments. 1, 2, and threes. We had solos. We had double trouble, and we had the triple threats tournament. Yeah, this though is the first time that we've done anything on PUBG. So probably a lot of stuff to go wrong. Probably. But myself and Bib and other people to be announced. We'll be bringing you content that is top draw. I say other people to be announced. We haven't. I don't want to drop names. I don't want to give the people that were helping us bring the broadcast out. I want to give them their proper time to shine. But we have been dropping the names of people that have been taking part in the actual event. So let me just bring this up on screen. If you're on screen, if you're thinking, what is the PUBG RR? Well, here you go. Nice. Shout out to our design team for putting that together, by the way. GG's boys. Love to see it. So the PUBG RR is a 16-team, 64-player event that will run over 6 games. We will have 4 competitive games with different levels of seriousness. Let's put it that way. So if you want some serious-ish games, fine. If you want something a little bit daft, then okay, 2, we'll have that for you. If you want something that's just completely balls to the wall, we'll have that as well. So do feel free to join us for 6 games starting at 3 p.m. UK time, Saturday the 30th of July. We will have a 5-hour stream, 6 games across that 5 hours. We'll have studio content, we'll have remote casting, we will have green screen content, and 2 hours minimum will be on the Twitch front page too. So expect a lot of new names, a lot of new faces. I can also confirm that we will have Twitch drops for the first time ever, for PUBG at least, on this channel. So we will be giving out Twitch drops to anyone that does join us for that. It will be a nice little... Don't tell anyone. A nice little spray, like emote. It's one of these. It's a little PUBG crate. It's one of them. Yeah, nice. So do feel free to join us. We'll be giving out Twitch drops to people that do watch the stream. We will have a prize that we will be giving away on social media later on today. So do keep your eyes out for that. There will be some social giveaways starting today. There is a lot of prizes for the teams that are taking part. So basically, it's a fucking good time. It is supported by GT Omega, who not only give us these badass chairs, but they will be giving 5 chairs to people that are competing in that tournament. We have Astro headsets. That's a nice Astro headset you've got on there, babe. That's beautiful.
Thank you very much, Graham. I also like the ones that are in your background too.
Oh, yeah, look. Didn't realise they were all... Oh, gosh. So, yeah, GT Omega, Astro, and the beautiful people at Insert Coin. Shout out to our channel sponsors for helping support the tournament. Not just providing us with gear, but providing the tournament with gear too. Also to Koyo, who... there's some Koyo bits there. The chicken, the water bottle. We have more bits from Koyo, which is going to be given away today, starting today. So, anyway, long story short, 16-team event spread over 6 games, 5 hours, shitloads of content, a bunch of giveaways, a £2,000 prize pool, and the ICU touch on top. It's going to be good. So we have been sharing links of all of the team captains that are going to be involved. Check out our Twitter, !Twitter in the chat if you want to see who they are. There are some names that if you're a UK or EU content creator, you'll probably see some that you know, and then we have some NA creators as well, so there might be some that you don't, and vice versa. So that is nice. But we've only announced 14 out of the 16 teams. There is 2 teams still left to be announced. A little birdie tells me, Bib, that we might be doing a little bit of a wild card.
I think we might be doing 2 wild cards, Graham.
Oof. 2? Imagine that. So if... Go to our Twitter... go check through. You will see the captain's thread. Do you know what? I'll get you the link for it, actually, while we're talking. We have been posting out a thread of all of the team captains. Do you know what? I don't even need the full thread right now. I'll just put this in for now. So that is basically where we are right now. That is all of these 14 of 16 team captains announced. We have 2 other team captains.
Olkar either.
Olka Hiver. Yes, me too. I don't know what that means. Maybe not me too.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that one.
No. Is that hey, good day? How you doing? Baby's a penis? It could be either. I don't know. So yeah, we have 2 spaces left, is what we're trying to say. 2 wildcard spaces. If your favourite content creator isn't in the tournament, maybe they've not been recruited by another team captain, maybe they aren't a team captain and you wish they were, then do feel free to keep your eyes on our social media. We will be doing a wildcard last minute scrape all. We don't know every PUBG content creator in the world. We don't. Not on well, most of them. No, we don't. We don't. And we don't pretend that we do know everyone in the world. That's the reason why we have the wildcard segment, because there is people that we would like to be friends with, and we don't even know we would like to be friends with them yet.
Yeah.
So do feel free to recommend people. Push them forward. Let them know that we will be doing a wildcard campaign, and we can get everyone aware that on the 30th of July, the creme de la creme of PUBG content creators will be taking place in a 16-team Royale Rumble. Let's go. Also, I want to shout out to... no, I don't want to name names. I want to shout someone out that I'm not going to shout out. Nice, because I'll give something away later on. But only one person I've seen verbally has called it the Royale Rumble. Everyone keeps calling it a Royal Rumble. No, well, it's not Royal Rumble because that's a WWE event and we're not infringing any copyright system. This is a battle.
I mean, the branding doesn't look like anything that WWE might take action on. But anyway,
it's a battle royale. It's a Royale Rumble. Nice. There we go. So yeah, do feel free to join us 3 p.m. Saturday the 30th of July, twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. We're probably going to be on the official PUBG Battlegrounds channel hosted as well. Do check out the entire social campaign. There's some good stuff in it. Nice. Okay, let me jump back through. Who's this bald guy at the start of the video? That is security. That is absolutely security. B87 security, that's what that is.
No trainers.
So, no shoes, no shirt, but I still get silvers. Okay, that's enough of that. Who this? New streamer? No, this Ice Cream Uploads. I know we haven't been on live all week, or you're on about Bateson. Either way, hi. Dana Revenge, welcome in. Dana Revenge, shout out to Dana Revenge, because Dana Revenge will be taking part in the PUBG Royale Rumble. Dana Revenge is on Team Pirate Lou. Yeah. Speaking of Pirate Lou, by the way, not our news, but the week before. So we'll be live on Saturday the 30th. Saturday the 23rd, Pirate Lou will have PUBG WrestleFest. All I'm going to say is, let me go full screen me. You may have seen some not gifted subs, Nietzsche. That's not what I was going to say. You may have seen some wrestling memorabilia in my setup somewhere. Maybe I'm literally pointing it right. It's there. That's what it is. Anyway, keep your eyes out for our trash talk. It's coming. Lake, thank you very much for 17 months, dude. Olka Hiver, what does that mean? You've probably mentioned in the chat. I've scrolled back up, so I will get down. Thank you for 17 months. That is crazy. We appreciate that very much. And we appreciate Nietzsche just adding yet another sub to his tally. Dino Revenge, enjoy the greatest emotes that Twitch has ever seen. Hi, how you doing? Welcome in. Silencer, good morning, dude. How we doing? Hey. And then we get to the bit that absolutely sent my head west as we start the stream, the hero and the Nietzsche bits. Just as I was like, I pressed the microphone on, and why is Enrique Iglesias playing? What the fuck is this? That's why. Nice. Nietzsche is a bike seat sniffer, though. Just in time for half-time. Oh. What's the score? What we're looking at? Winning 2-1 now. Nice. Longer than usual on a Saturday. That's a 16-hour stream then. Maybe. It's going to be longer than usual. Yeah, right. You wish. Hey, to be fair, if it's already really short to begin with, it's not hard to make it a little bit longer. The stream, obviously. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the stream. Nice. 36 in London from Monday. Oh, happy birthday, Timeless. That's what you mean, right? Yeah. It's fine. We'll leave the temperature. It's fine. 3 days grace. My name's Graham. But no, it's a few more days than that, the 30th. It's like 15. But cheers. Dad jokes. Sunlight Riot, welcome in. Absolute team dubs. I got a dub on Sunday with Sunlight Riot and Big Eke and Gaming Nacho. Team of Dreams.
Oof.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Welcome in. Thank you very much for getting involved in the chat. Tito, hope you've got a good aircon, G. I do. It's called opening that window and opening that door. That's what we call the aircon. Nice. Hey, Dino Revenge, hope you're well. Hey, I'm struggling to sleep. What time is it, Dino? Exclamation mark PUBG, boo, hiss. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just one of those weeks. I thought it would have been called PUBG-ish. No, because then people are like, what's pub-gish? What's pub-gish? What is gish? Are they doing that in a pub? What is this? Fucking ears. Yeah, sorry. That was a bit loud, that video. Are gliders available? Do you know what? We haven't had a conversation on this. Although Snowflake did ask me yesterday. He was like, "Can we make gliders available in the PUBG RR?" I was like, "We haven't had a conversation. I imagine that's fine. I will need to double check." And he's like, "I want to drop a C4 on Hamish." I was like, "It's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna be fine."
What do you mean by having gliders available? Oh, the paragliders. Sorry.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's what they're called in Fortnite. And I was like, if there's no gliders, how are they going to fall out of the plane?
Quickest battle royale in history.
My head was frazzled a bit then.
So yeah, everyone just trying to land in the little bit of water. Shit. So yes, I don't know. Hopefully we can make it available. I mean, it's a non-serious mechanic, but it's a non-serious event. We don't want super sweats, so maybe. 3 p.m. UK time is 7 a.m. PST, but I'll be there. Let's go. We appreciate the early weekend start, Dino. Thank you very much. You better believe someone is getting bolted clean out of the cockpit, if so. Yeah, OG Snowflake dropping a C4 on Big Ham. Nietzsche, absolute doming Snowflake. And then we need like something to get Nietzsche then, so he can just keep passing it on. Third parties of dreams. Very generous to give away a brand spanking new Legion laptop 2G. It's currently in the middle of an email sync, so I'll be able to use my laptop in about 6 or 7 days. It's fucking beautiful though. It's good. You don't have a team in PUBG tournament. Well, even if you're a leader, I want to be in your team so I can help you survive. What, me? Me? I won't. I'm absolutely. No one's going to kill me in this tournament because I'm not playing. Not playing. I'm talking about. Yeah. OP3. Do we have it? We have OP3 here. OP3. I didn't know. Did it? If I'm guessing he's dropped a host. If he has dropped a host, it's annoying because Twitch doesn't give us the host alerts. He does know this because we're talking about it the other day. If he didn't, then why not Precision? Shook's fist.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Goths don't have teammates. Just shit walking around on his own. You walk the world alone and in need of no friends. Exactly. That's it. PUBG nerds. Speaking of PUBG nerds, Lotus UK. I can confirm that he was the first team captain that confirmed his attendance. So if there's anyone that's a PUBG nerd, it is that guy. Me! So, yeah. The Triggermeister. Exactly. He is leading the team out into the battlegrounds. In the year 2025, Nietzsche's username is going to be Nietzsche2371. I fucking wish. I fucking wish I was 36, says Timeless. Oh, sorry. 37 then. Sorry, missed one off. Sorry, my bad. 4 a.m. Sorry, I have mobile delay. Sheesh. Go to sleep. Dino Revenge. It'll soon be the morning. It is the morning. What am I on about? It is the morning. Might as well just stay up now. Go on. Crack on. Something to get Nietzsche. Someone signed up the Hulk. Les. So yes, if you missed it, the PUBG Royale Rumble will be taking place Saturday, 23rd of July. If you are watching this on YouTube and you're just here for the video game news, we apologise, but we don't apologise because this is the biggest, most exciting event that we have ever held on the channel. We've done a few tournaments, we've done things partnered with friends of the channel like Muscle Moose and things like that. They've helped us do a tournament in the past, but this is bigger. This is bigger than anything we've done, and it'll be broadcast from multiple different locations. So exactly. I'm going to say multiple different locations. You may see us broadcasting live from within the battlegrounds. Don't think anyone's done that before. We'll see. Hopefully it works.
What it means by battlegrounds is Blackpool car park.
No comment. Tickle, thank you very much for the follow, dude. How we doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. So we are here to talk about video game news. We would like to speak to you all day about the PUBG Royal Rumble. I will be live streaming PUBG tomorrow, so do feel free to join me then. I can do a lot more in-depth conversation about what we're planning. I mean, within reason, we do have like another 2.5 weeks-ish, or 2 and a bit weeks until the actual event itself. So we want to build up, give you more details, more social stuff, tagging in the sponsors and partners of the events and stuff like that. So we do want to announce that stuff over the next few days. So some things I won't tell you about only because we want to build the hype. But some things I can do, like the function and stuff like that. So do feel free to join me so we can go through all of that in more detail tomorrow. For now, though, we are going to talk about the fact that Sony is announcing a new loyalty points program called PlayStation Stars, and it absolutely 100% did not make me think I was looking at a Disney Plus logo when I first opened it up at all. No.
A Paramount Plus logo,
Yeah.
because everyone's getting into the streaming service.
Exactly. So there's, yes, PlayStation has a new loyalty program. If you're a PlayStation user, good news. You can get rewarded for stuff. Finally. God damn it. Then we'll talk about EA's latest Skate game. And I know a lot of people in our community are excited to play this and have been even before it was announced, just the idea of Skate coming back. Well, now it potentially gets a bit more exciting depending on how you feel about live service free-to-play games. I know Tito is a massive, massive live service free-to-play fan. Loves it. Can't get enough. Particularly EA as well, who loves that too. So EA's latest Skate game is a free-to-play live service game. We'll jump through that. Then we're going to talk about Aliens getting the single-player action horror treatment for VR, consoles, and PC, which, for a story that's quite small, when you actually pick that apart, that headline, that is exciting as feck. Yes, please. Get in my belly. I'll have a bit of that. Then we'll talk about Final Fantasy 16 ditched turn-based combat to appeal to younger generations. And then we will wrap up with some freebies. It's Friday. We'll give you your hashtag
Free Game Friday! Yeah.
Yes. Nice. I didn't even tell him. I just pointed at him and hoped he knew. Same wavelength. Let's go. He can't even see me. He's in a different part of Manchester, but I pointed to that wall anyway, and he knew. Yes.
He knew.
Spiffy, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, by the way, I saw you break Hamish twice. Can you stop breaking PUBG content creators, please? We need him for the Royal Rumble. So if you could, yeah, that'd be very good. Thank you very much. Welcome in. How you doing? Yep, you know I'm a massive whore for free-to-play live service, EA. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. I got you. So speaking of which, actually, no, that's the next story. First up, though, we will jump into this one. Absolute Disney Plus. Look, is that logo not Disney Plus? Every time you turn on your PC to watch the new episode of The Mandalorian or something, that is what you see. But same, but different. Sean Murray at The Game has this article. It says Sony announces new loyalty points program, PlayStation Stars. So PlayStation's new loyalty program awards points for trophies, beating games, winning tournaments, and of course, buying stuff. Oh well, I'm out. That's it. That's how I'm going to stop because getting trophies, I have 1 platinum, apart from the ones that Next Gen Base provided us with exclamation mark 3D in the chat if anyone wants to know what I'm talking about. Like, exclamation mark 3D. Nice. I have 1 trophy. Beating games, yeah, I play PUBG, which I've already beaten, and I keep playing PUBG, so that's not going to be great. Winning tournaments, we're hosting our own tournament, but it's not necessarily a PlayStation one, so that's not going to help. And buying stuff, and it's a good thing for me, but not a good thing for my loyalty program, is most of the games that we play are gifted to us through, obviously, the channel, through our partners and things. So, yeah, great, nice. Let's move on. Now, back into the story. Sony has just announced a new loyalty points program is launching later this year. PlayStation Stars will be free to join and will award points for, quote, completing a variety of campaigns and activities, end quote. A new blog post details the coming loyalty program. Players will earn points from monthly check-in campaigns, which just require playtime in any game. Other campaigns will award loyalty points for winning tournaments, earning trophies, or being the first to platinum certain AAA titles in your local time zone. And, of course, players will earn loyalty points just for making purchases on the PlayStation Store. Points can then be redeemed in a specific PlayStation Stars catalogue. Possible items will include PSN wallet funds, select PS Store products, which will likely be a subset of the PlayStation library, and a new type of reward called digital collectibles. Okay, this can include, quote, figurines of beloved and iconic characters from games and other forms of entertainment, as well as cherished devices that tap into Sony's history of innovation. PlayStation is doing some internal testing for now before rolling out PlayStation Stars later this year. Quote, we hope this new program brings to mind past gaming memories while making you excited for the future with PlayStation. Commemorating the games eras we created together, charting new paths to explore, and bringing players together for global celebrations, said Grace Chen, PlayStation's Vice President of Loyalty and License Merch. This is just the beginning for PlayStation Stars, and the program will continue to evolve over time. Do you know what? We'll stop there. We don't need to go anywhere else, really. That's plenty enough. Okay, babe. Rewards.
Yes.
A loyalty program that will give you points for beating a game, for just playing a certain amount of game time each month, for buying things off the store, for being one of the first people to get platinum in your region. You'll get points. You can then use that points to maybe get some funds to spend, a discount on the PlayStation Store, maybe some digital, what do they call it? Digital collectibles. Sounds a bit like NFTs for me, but it
I'm guessing that's just gonna be like profile pictures and themes and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it might even be NFTs, but without the value, and that's probably PlayStation going, if we basically put in a free NFT network, if NFTs ever take off, we can then just add the value to it later on. Let's go. But I'll leave that alone. It doesn't say that. That's me just like putting 2 and 2 together and getting 456. The general loyalty program system. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, as Tito's already said it there, this is straight out of the Microsoft playbook. They already have this in place. I can't see you being able to gain rewards from redeeming PlayStation codes in, like, if you was to go into CD Keys or any other key seller, buying your membership over there, then redeeming that to then fund your wallet, because you can save money by doing that. I don't think that you'll end up getting rewards from that. I'm reckoning it's all the stuff that goes through the PlayStation Network itself, whether or not you're buying games directly from them, whether or not you're renewing your membership for the month, or you're upgrading your membership to any of the other 3 tiers, or the other 2 tiers if you're only using Essential. I'm guessing it's just anything that goes through the ecosystem. Again, playing games, completing them, doing certain tasks. Like Game Pass have this already. Like, play a Game Pass game, you get 10 points. Log in daily, you'll get 5 points. It all goes to your Microsoft total then. And I know a lot of people who do play on the Xbox side of things, who play FIFA, will buy all of their stuff through the store with their Microsoft points. And then depending on how much to spend or how fast they can use them, they'll end up getting more money back from that. So it's basically like having a Nectar card. Do you know what I mean? Like, or a Morrison's More points. The more you spend, the more points you get back. You'll be able to.
All the cards are available.
Other cards are available. So this is just another thing. It's just something else to try and bring them in line with other services. Again, Microsoft been doing it for a while now. It seems to be working for them. This is PlayStation going, okay, well, they've already got Game Pass and they've already had this Microsoft Point stuff. What else can we do to try and emulate their success? And this is just another thing. The people who benefits the most are the players, regardless of whether or not they're playing catch up or whether or not they're looking around them to see what everybody else is doing. The people that this affects the most is the players, and not in a bad way. Like, this is just giving them something else to be able to enjoy as they're playing. Like, most people probably won't even be aiming for this stuff. It'll just be they'll be playing 4 hours of a 20-hour game, and then something will pop up because they've done a particular mission and say, okay, you've earned 250 points. That 250 points may give you £5 off your next purchase. Do you know what I mean? It's just stuff that's ticking away in the background that you might not necessarily know is happening, but when it does pop up on your screen, I'm sure you'll be quite happy with it.
Yeah. It's an easy win. There is no negative to this. PlayStation giving you something for stuff that you are doing already. Win. Okay, nice. My concern comes from the fact that it's copying such a poor example from a really bad brand that doesn't really do anything decent in Microsoft. Sorry, I'm joking. Tito's in the chat. It was an easy win. I'm going for it. Okay. Now, I used to do it. So Microsoft used to be really switched on. They used to do things from their rewards points you would get from, like you say, playing games and things like that. But then they would do other things, like you'd get an email going, do you want to fill in this month's questionnaire? And it'll be based around the video gaming ecosystem, like how you interact with Xbox Live and so on. And if you do that, then you'll get some points back. And then once you get enough points, you could change those for store credit, essentially. And I used to do that stuff. Microsoft did pull back on that, whether they weren't really getting enough valuable data from, whether it was too many people were doing it and it was actually not a good return on investment because they had to actually give out a shitload of free store credit or whatever. They did pull back, and then I saw it came back again a little bit later on after I'd essentially moved away from the Microsoft ecosystem. I don't play it regularly now, so I didn't see any point doing any of that sort of stuff. Because I think there used to be an expiry time on it as well. There might not have been. It might be a case of you've got these points and you've got 6 months to use them. It's like I don't have any active subscriptions, so the chance of me using those points in the next 6 months right now is low. So I'm not going to do anything. So it's cool stuff. I do like it all. There are some limitations for using past examples, and there is a lot of limitations using PlayStation's choices as examples over recent periods of time. So I do hope this is something that is good and something that is well thought out. I want PS4 strategy rather than PS Vita strategy. I want this to be like, oh, we've got a new PlayStation Stars program and we can, pow, super cool, ideas, engaging for the players, rather than, yeah, but nobody plays on it. Yeah, but there's no games. Yeah, we're not making any games because nobody plays on it. Yeah, but nobody's playing on it because there's no games. Yeah, but because nobody's playing it, we're not going to... Oh, my fucking... So I hope it's a case of they actually do useful stuff. If me playing 2 hours a day, every day, ticking off my PUBG dailies, leads to me getting an absolute stack of coins or stars or whatever they're called that I can't use for anything, that is pointless. Great, there's something that is irrelevant and unnecessarily convoluted, and it's PlayStation as well. It's not going to be a case of, oh, by the way, you've got 200 coins. Do you want to change your 200 coins for this? Yes, boop, like you would on a Microsoft activation. It'll be a case of, you've got 200 coins. There is this item that you really like that's 200 coins. Would you like to use it? Yes. Okay, click on it. Oh, you've been logged out. Would you like to log back into the PlayStation Store? Yes. So you log back into the PlayStation Store, and then it'll be like, okay, you need to use your 17-factor authentication because 2's not enough, and you'll do that, and then it'll be like, okay, which coins do you want to use? Do you want to use your PlayStation Wallet pounds, or would you like to use the free stars that you've used? I'd like to use the free stars. Okay, and it's by this point you're like, for fuck's sake, I just wanted 200 stars on the thing that I could add to my profile picture or whatever. PlayStation doesn't seem to nail that stuff. So them adding new loyalty stuff is pro-consumer. PlayStation haven't been pro-consumer. You cannot convince me that they've been pro-consumer recently. And this is a brand that I actively choose to play on. I can tell you firsthand that Xbox win that, PlayStation are lagging. So seeing them making pro-consumer moves is good. I hope this continues beyond, okay, you can get free stuff. So you can actually get useful free stuff. Stuff that's not just here's a crappy little avatar that doesn't actually save you money. Xbox's plan is to be pro-consumer whilst actively impacting on the way that people interact financially with games. Game Pass, the whole premise is about making gaming more accessible financially whilst also lining Xbox's pockets with a subscription. But everyone wins. PlayStation go, okay, you could still keep spending money, but you get avatars. Haha! If it's that, then I'm not that interested. It's just a bit naff, and it's 20 years out of date. Nobody cares about. Yeah. I do not even know what my avatar is on PlayStation. I can't remember.
I know what mine is.
What is it?
I actually bought mine like 2 years ago. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin because I didn't realize that you could have him. I was like, yes, of course I want. So it was Batman for years. Since PS3, since PS4, since I first got a PS4, it was Batman, and I thought, there's a Stone Cold one. Yes, please.
I had some. It might be like a PES 2012, PES 2014 one, because there was something that you got. That was when DLC or add-ons, in-game purchases and things like that, people didn't spend money on. And I got, obviously working on the game, got access to that stuff for free. And there was a trophy or something. It might not even be that anymore. I can't even remember.
Yours is the United badge, by the way.
Oh, is it? There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I think I actually got that from Pro Evo as well. But like a more recent one. So I must have changed that within the last 4 years or something. So there you go. Yeah. There you go. I did change it 4 years ago. Let's go. But I have no idea, because that stuff is irrelevant to gamers nowadays. If they do stuff that do allow wallet redemptions, that do allow discounts, that do allow early access, or that sort of stuff, that actually means something. The stuff that you will have to spend money on to acquire as a gamer in your pre-order editions. If you're spending money on a pre-order, you're doing it for skins. You're doing it for early access. You're doing it for additional content. That's the stuff that stars should be used for, because that's the stuff that they know that people will spend money on. That's what it should be used for. If it's just using for crappy little stuff on their network that nobody cares about, because the PlayStation Network is a facilitator for the game. It should be giving you access to game content, not network content. It's different. Okay, let me jump back through the comments. See who's here. We have quite a lot of people in today. Hey, if you are new here, do feel free to drop a follow on the channel. We are Ice Cream Uploads. We do bring you the scoop. We do bring you video game content, and we do have a big sexy event at the end of the month. As Franny says, as he says in the chat, the lads just popping in to say GG's on the tournament. Looking forward to it. Should be fun. By the way, there is a hidden bounty for the PUBG Royal Rumble. This is not confirmed and will never be confirmed because it's not true, but go with it. There is a hidden bounty in the tournament that whoever kills Franny the most throughout the tournament gets... Do you know what, actually, I'll follow through on this one. You will get crisp high five from me and Bib. That's it.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you kill Franny every game, you'll get 2 crisp high fives.
I'll send it in the post.
Just like an envelope with a handprint on the inside of it. Let's go. Nice.
Your hand here on the other side.
Copy of Microsoft again with their rewards. Exactly. Paul, thank you very much for the 3-month sub, dude. How are we doing?
Yeah, legend.
West dropping him. I mean, proper ghetto gangster, obviously. You know what he's like. Brat. Yeah, you get me. I get you. If you're a masochist, use Microsoft's Bing and earn points for searching. And then in brackets, and then repeat the search in Google because Bing is shit. Yes. I had that sort of situation earlier today where I was installing things on my new laptop. So doing the work stuff, installing Slack, which we use for comms, installing Discord, which we kind of use for comms, but me and Bib use for comms, and we use for scoop stuff and things like that. Then it came to, I was doing all that through Edge, and I use Chrome as my browser of choice. Not that I dislike Edge, but I know where I am with Chrome, so I'll stick with that until Edge is by far and away better. And you can tell Microsoft are aware that people leave their products behind, because within Edge's browser is programmed about 4 in-browser, not in-page, but system prompts to basically try and stop you from leaving it behind and installing Chrome. It's almost like, are you sure you want to? I mean, I'm here as well. I'm really good. Are you sure you want the? I mean, I could love you just as much as Chrome could. We could be best friends and we could get on forever. Just give me a chance. It's like, fucking, by this point, this is cringe. Go away. Fuck off. Give me Chrome. So yeah, there you go. That was me this morning. Nice. No expiring the points now, just the credit you get from Microsoft. See, that's good. And that is a Microsoft move. That is a Microsoft move. Only dodgy transactions will give you credit that will disappear. And I am very much aware of the fact that I'm saying that wearing a PUBG hat as well, by the way, because Gcoin that you use and it'll expire in 30 days. I have no problem in saying I do not like that in any game or any system. Here, a loyalty bonus that disappears. So my loyalty is valuable to you for a short period of time. That's interesting. Okay. It's good to know. Good to know. I build mine up and get a £5/£10 gift voucher and buy FIFA points. I miss Xbox avatars. Do they not have them anymore? The little dudes that you used to create sort of stuff? Is that not there anymore? Hey all, I hope you're well. How we doing, dude? Bibby, do you wrestle? Bibby does wrestle.
With my weight every single day.
Wrestles with his conscience when he sees that ice cold coffee in the fridge. Do I need another one?
Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Smashing them both together like Stone Cold. That's why I've got the profile picture. You know what I mean? Just wearing coffee milk all over me.
If anyone wonders why we redecorated the studio the other week, it's not because it needed updating. It's because there's fucking coffee stains everywhere. Bibby just comes walking into the office.
There's 3 cans of loading bar all over that fucking studio somewhere.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, no. Perhaps it's just me being a mouldy oldie, but it sounds like it's playing into addictive habits, getting rewards for just logging on, kind of the same as Bandits work, then getting extra points at certain times, then reinforcing the fear of missing out aspect, unless I'm understanding it right. No, that is. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a gambling sort of way. I'd say there's a difference between having gambling habits and addiction. So for the fear of missing out and it definitely does play towards addictive personalities and addictive traits, though. You so many games will now have daily login bonuses, and then some will have like streaks which reinforce it doubling down. Okay, not only did you log in for 4 days, but you did it 4 days in a row. Are you going to do it tomorrow as well? And it's like, well, it is, my kid's birthday, but I'll find some time now. So, and it does kind of like eat into your mindset like that. Like, it gets me all the time. How many times have you heard me say I'm doing my PUBG dailies? That's so that I can get my my daily rewards. It definitely is a thing, but it's one of those things for me. Whereas I do see it can be quite predatory, but it can also be good content. So as long as the fear of missing out, there is something that you miss out on, but it's not like life threatening in a video game sense. Then I'm fine with that sort of stuff. I'm a massive cynic. I actually find I don't change my behavior. Like, you get rewards for playing Game Pass games, but I don't go out of my way to play Game Pass games. Exactly, and I think that's the thing, is it should be something that, like, this sort of loyalty should be rewarding your natural behavior in a system. That's the best rewards program. Something that rewards your natural behavior, and then entices you to do more of your natural behavior. Not something that's going to entice you to go out of your way and change your behavior, because that's when something becomes grind. Is, I was going to do this anyway. That's not a grind. That's you living life. If you're going out your way, that's when it's grind. To be honest, when I read digital collectibles, it made my mind jump to NFTs. Same. I used to laugh at Edge, but actually swapped to it, and it smells better than Chrome now. Chrome is so resource hungry. It's unreal. No, I get that. I do get that. I have Edge as my alternate Twitch browser. So obviously I've got my account on Twitch, and then there's the Ice Cream Uploads account on Twitch. I only ever use mine to throw my Prime sub down an Ice Cream Uploads. There you go. Nice. That's pretty much what I use it for. But when I've been using it, it's definitely good. It's no Internet Explorer, let's put it that way. It definitely loads it faster, and I can see when I'm streaming and I have all this shit open up. I could have like Wavelink and Streamlabs chatbot, Stream Labels, Voice Mod, Stream Deck, OBS, browser, and Discord. But then I've got Chrome just there. Chrome's using the same amount of memory as all of that sort of stuff together, and it's like, why? And it's just like, give me more.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck's sake. So yeah, I do get it now. So I'm not against it. I have changed browser in the past, obviously, Internet Explorer to Firefox to Chrome, so I wouldn't be against it. But yeah. Usually it's something specific makes me jump. If Chrome in the next, say, 12 months or so don't start tackling their resource issues, then I'll give Edge a proper try then, probably. Gambling? What's that? No idea. As someone who quit Marvel Strike Force on mobile, FOMO is a massive issue in gaming. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can be. But that's where it comes down to individual user behavior and stuff, because in that sort of sense, like having TV series that have cliffhangers, that's FOMO. Do we get rid of cliffhangers now? Should everything end on a perfect sort of, like, there's all that sort of stuff that comes into it. There's definitely addictive traits in there, but I don't feel like that's something that you can just go, oh well, we can't do daily logins now, because that entices people to come back, and if they can't do it, then that's bad. It's like, well, if they can't come back, then they can't come back. So there is a line somewhere. There is obviously cases for and against, but there's a clear line in there, which I think each individual developer should be responsible for looking at. Edge is Chrome now. Well, Chrome-based. Chromium. Yes, Chromium. Firefox or Brave for the win. I used to use Firefox, but I used to use it for all the dev tools. Back when I was a UX-y sort of person and had to tweak all of the website stuffs. Me and Baby taking the piss the other day, changing arrows to green, sticking someone's face next to a press me button, all that sort of shit. So yeah, and we did, like, back when it was an absolute ball ache to develop for multiple different sources. So like creating something for a mobile screen versus a tablet screen versus a desktop browser screen, and having to have like responsive websites and shit like that. It's much easier now, but it used to be an absolute ball ache. So then Firefox had all the things, but once Chrome started to allow plugins, Chrome just went whoop, and it's like flew ahead of it in what it can deliver. But in doing that, they didn't actually go, by the way, we probably want to keep the RAM usage down to any of the developers. So now everything just uses everything all at once. So yes, nice, not nice. Moving ahead though. talking about loyalties and free stuff, maybe we'll get that from EA, because that's what EA are known for, right?
Right?
Right. Matt Wales at Eurogamer has the next article. EA's latest Skate entry is free-to-play live service game, coming to PC, consoles, and Fortido mobile. Let's go. Free-to-play mobile live service game from EA. Tito is already downloading it now, even though it's not available.
Close to the lad.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No chance.
Don't mind me, I'ma just grab
Pack my stuff and leave.
Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right then.
I'm just gonna keep making noise because this is gonna be put into the podcast and we could get a strike. It's gone. Nice. So, fans eagerly awaited fresh news of EA's highly anticipated new skate game have been given their wish, but it mightn't quite be what they were expecting. EA and developer Full Circle have shared a new 18-minute video announcing, amongst other things, that their long-awaited skateboarding revival will be a free-to-play live service game. Despite having variously been known as both Skate 4 and a Skate reboot since its development was announced in 2020, Full Circle now says the game isn't a sequel, it's not a remake, a reboot, or a prequel. Instead, it's described as an authentic evolution of the series. Okay. One whose last mainline entry arrived 12 years ago that reflects where skateboarding and gaming is in the real world. Excuse me. Okay. Interesting. So it's not a sequel. It's not a remake. It's not a reboot. And it's not a prequel. It's nothing to do with Skate, but yet it's called Skate. That is great marketing. Love this. Absolutely no confusion there. We continue. Full Circle also confirmed a final name in the form of Skates. That full stop is here to say, oh, there you go, Skate full stop, that's what it's called now. And a new setting in San Vansterdam, described as a sister city to the previous game's San Vanelona, framing its free-to-play live service announcement as a chance to, quote, listen to players over the course of time and put the features they want into it. Full Circle says the plan is to keep updating the game for years to come, giving players something they can regularly come back to and discover new things. That means a regular influx of new gameplay elements and tweaks, new content releases and events, and lots of seasonal drops, with Skate supporting full crossplay and cross-progression across PC and consoles at launch. The same features will also be included in a mobile release, said to still be pretty early on in development, coming at a later date. Inevitably, microtransactions will serve as the means to support continuing development, but Full Circle says it's taking inspiration from for its monetization model from games like Apex Legends, where spending money is mostly about cosmetics and convenience. To that end, it promises Skate won't be paid to win, that players won't need to pay to unlock any gameplay elements or areas of the map, that there won't be any paid loot boxes, and there won't be any paid gameplay advantages. There's still no release date for Skate yet, with Full Circle only saying it'll be out when it's ready. However, EA recently opened Skate's ongoing oh, do you know what? We can stop there. We watched a video about the pre-alpha and stuff like that. So, Skate, ongoing, free-to-play, live service, PC, console, mobile, no paid progression, no pay to win. Easy dubs. What are your thoughts, babe?
Well, my immediate thought is, and it's kind of a rhetorical question because we know how they're going to make the money, but how they're going to make the money? Obviously, it's just going to be things like battle passes and, well, it can't really a battle pass. It would just be, a battle pass of experience, like winning matches, or I don't know. Like, how does this work with a with a skateboarding game? I mean, I'm just so old school. Drop me in 3 minutes and I have to build a high score. Do you know what I mean? Collect skate, collect the videotapes, go over as many gaps as you can possibly do. Like, that's my idea of it. Is that how they're going to try and work it into this? Like I said, it's not a prequel, it's not a sequel, it's not the next one in the game. The only thing that I can think of is a spin-off. But still, like, they've called it the same name as they've always called it. It's just so confusing.
Yeah,
it's bizarre.
I do find it odd, like, in that sort of sense, because, like, I'm trying to figure, like, how other games that have kind of done that, or even other forms of media. Like, if a sequel usually follows on, obviously, so it's after it, or a prequel is before it naturally. So what is this the same as saying it's in the same universe as? So like like I mean obviously they changed their mind on it in the end, but the Callisto Protocol was in the same universe as PUBG. It's not a sequel to PUBG, but it's in the same universe. Is it that? I mean, that kind of makes sense, but why does it have the same name? What? That's not confusing at all. But fine, okay, whatever. That's some marketing spiel that clearly isn't fully defined because we're having a conversation about how confusing it is, about how it's same, but different. But still same. It's something new and exciting. It's the next evolution. I'm confused. Yeah, me too, dude. It's interesting. But weird. But okay, we'll leave that alone. We'll just take it at face value. There is a new skate game. Let's just say that. Fine? Okay.
Yeah.
And this game is free to play at live service. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you know what? I don't know where I sit on this. Because for me, my instant reaction is live service, free to play. How many times have we seen this and how bad could this be? But how we know from other games that are massively successful now, the way sports games are trying to figure out their way to get into this. I do not doubt that free-to-play live service games for sports-based games is the future. I do not doubt that that is the future, particularly sports that are based around annual cycles like most are, and skating in general is. Obviously, this isn't a real world thing because what was it called? San Vansterdam or something like that? For San Vansterdam. What? How was if I remembered that? Let's go. It's because I had in my head like a picture of a van in Amsterdam. I was like fucking as if that's what it was. So San Vansterdam.
Remember that? Let's go.
Well impressed myself. Let's go. So yeah, like San Vansterdam's not a real place, so it's not a real world replication in that sort of sense. It's a simulation, but not a simulation. So I'm thinking the fact that it's real, like ongoing live service. If we get, I don't know what the skateboarding events are. I don't know if X Games is still a thing, and if that or whatever. So I only ever really know about skateboarding when I'll scroll past X Games on TV, or I'll see skating at the Olympics or something like that. Other than that, it tends to drop off my radar. But for skating fans, this could be their Fortnite. Okay, Fortnite's good and shit, but I'd rather be doing my skateboarding stuff in game. But I played that game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Remastered, remake, whatever, and after 4 weeks, I was like, I've done everything there is to do.
Yeah.
Great. I've got to wait for the next game, which will hopefully be in the next 5 years. Nice. If this starts to do the Fortnite element, we get, I don't even know any skateboarding brands. Do O'Neill still make skateboards? Do we get some O'Neill decks? Do we get the Birdhouse decks and stuff like that all thrown in, where you can buy your actual skateboard in the game? You can get the gear that you want, make your avatar look like you. Maybe get the actual skaters in. Do a PUBG and drop Neymar in there as well. Maybe we get some superhero-ish sort of crossovers if it starts to tick off and stuff like we've had in other games and stuff. I mean, I feel like it could work. I feel like it could be good. If you want to play a skateboarding game, but don't want to have that pick it up off the shelf, or digitally, obviously, but stuck in a certain period of time frame that comes with skating games, like football games, you get that. You pick up FIFA now, you get FIFA 22, and that is what it is. And then in a few months' time, it will finish. But then you get FIFA 23. Skateboarding games, you don't get that guarantee of the next year. This guarantees ongoing content, or does it? Because that's what I'm thinking. In one angle, this is good stuff. But in the other angle, it could be an absolute shit show that just kills off video games in this genre for the foreseeable. Like, and that an example which hasn't quite done that, but has been quite bad, is Battlefield. That was supposed to be a Battlefield game with live service, ongoing content that would start setting the baseline for the future of Battlefield. And right now, who knows where Battlefield will go next, because it's disgustingly bad. Also made by EA. So if this comes out and it's shit and doesn't capture the imagination, is more Battlefield than Apex Legends, then it could be the exact opposite of that, fulfilling what players want from their skating game future. So I'm excited and not excited. I like the idea of live service, free to play. I like the idea of season passes. I'm wearing a PUBG hat. I've got next to me. I know it's up there now. I've got next to me a Fortnite pickaxe, sponge mind, but still, what I'm trying to say is I'm into that sort of content. So that works for me. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but I don't feel like the stories in skating games have ever really been what's made it. It's the functions, the challenges, the skate, the tapes, like Bibby's already mentioned. That sort of stuff is the stuff that you remember, and that sort of stuff could be season pass content. Okay, you've got all of your tapes, great. Okay, season 2's coming out now, and there is a tape that you have to hit the absolute sweet spot on the largest ramp, on the largest kicker, down at the bottom of the biggest hill. So you have to hit the absolute pinnacle of the height whilst doing a 900 to be able to get that one tape. That's the sort of shit that you could be like, okay, yeah, didn't have that last month. So I think it could be good. It's just a season pass from a new content that will be on a mobile device from EA. So let's see.
I'll tell you what it is doing though. It's instantly just making me think. Just want to play. Just want to play Tony Hawk.
Yeah, but
they're advertising skate, and I just think all the stuff that I liked from skateboarding games was in Tony Hawk. For me, it never got any better than that. I did enjoy playing skate. It was way, 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 way more complex than Tony Hawk's was. Tony Hawk's was like 4 buttons, and then obviously with skate, you had to use the right analog stick whilst you. It was like doing skill moves on PES. They shouldn't be that complex, but when you pull them off, they're fantastic.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But like for me, skateboarding games didn't get better, and that is such an old person thing to say because I was still of an age where skate. Sure, yeah, but as a skate came out in what was it, 2010 maybe 2009. Skate release date. Oh, it's 2007. Okay, so it was a little bit earlier.
I get.
So
what
yeah, I was
though.
16.
I fully get.
I was
what
16.
You're saying. I've never played skate. I've never played it because it just didn't speak to me. My demographic. I mean, I was. If you're 16, I was 21, whatever. By that point, I found alcohol, so I'll just play that game because it's there and it's good. My gaming was like, okay, I'll play that game because I really like that. I'd kind of like had my priorities watered down a little bit, or my options beefed up, should I say. So I played less stuff for the fun and experience by that point, and I'd already had my fill of Tony Hawks and stuff, and skate was that, but a bit more complex. And it's like, okay, well, I've already gone off that, and now it's harder. Great.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like, I understand it. My brother loved it. Like, my brother loved skate, and my brother's 15 years younger than me. He's so much better at that game than I am, but put him in Tony Hawk's games and I will wipe the fucking floor with him, no questions asked. Do you know what I mean? So
that's absolutely not into brother rivalry there, is it? Ooh, I'll fucking destroy you.
He tries me on all these games, but he doesn't know. When you see competitive Bib come out, he's a different fucking animal. Do you know what I mean? You can have co-op Bib, you can have Bib sat next to you on the couch and it's just a play laugh. But if you fucking challenge him to any game, he gets in the zone and you're fucking down, mate. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, you've got no chance. And
just
my brother knows how to press buttons.
This, by the way, chat. If you haven't realised, just get Bibby competitive and he turns into the Rock. He goes from the first person to the third person. Bibby gets competitive. He does this. He knows the buttons. Fucking let's go.
I think we know what direction some video is going to be later on today. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like it's the time and a place. Skate could be fantastic again. It's just how they end up playing it, especially when it's not going to be a paid-for game. Which I understand, live service is the future, and if it's done well, it can most certainly succeed. If it's done well, that's the caveat. If it's done well, it's games are live and dying by live service models and how well they play and how well people engage with them. What we're going to get from this, I'm not too sure. I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for live service games to do well. I want a live service game to be the benchmark, and that benchmark still hasn't been succeeded by Fortnite, in my opinion. There isn't a better live service game out there, and people have been trying for the last 4 years, maybe even 5.
I fully agree with that. I obviously choose to play PUBG because for me that has better gameplay, better live service content. There is nothing that gets close. Apex has done at peaks, which is a good sign, because if that's internal within EA, they definitely have systems. I hope their teams, and they mentioned Apex in that article, which is good, because maybe that's where they're looking. If they're looking at what Apex has done rather than what Battlefront and Battlefield have done, then yeah, we could be going somewhere good with it. But like you say, how they do it is the crux, and that's where it always falls apart. They need to have the right balance of creating content and chasing profits. Too many times we've had examples of not just EA but live service games chasing profits. Live service games being live service games that didn't need to be live service games. I'm looking at you, Avengers by Square Enix. Didn't need to be live service game, but chase profits. There you go. Let me go back, catch up. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, I think that sums up my view. Oops, sorry, no worries, sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I only realised halfway through that. Fuck, letting music go out, and I should be speaking over this. Bad. Did I get it? Skating Ultimate Team. Yes, that's the worry, Phony Asteroid, absolutely. But they have said no loot box and things like that. Ultimate Team, I feel it gets a lot of fair criticism, but it does get some unfair criticism, because there is a lot that you can do in Ultimate Team without spending money as well. They haven't sorted their balance out. They clearly have chased profit there. Ultimate Team could be phenomenal with some changes, though. I think most people would agree with that. So they are close, but they are also supremely profitable within the letter of the law. So why would they want to change that? And this is a little bit different. This is a case of, well, they're not going to get Ultimate Team level of success. Skateboarding isn't the same as football, so we could see some good stuff there. We could. Surely Faceplant would be a bit more appropriate. Ads has said something, but I missed it. Or maybe I haven't. Flop inbound. There we go. I get it. Probably scout everything and we'll re-add everything and market at them as new features. Yay! Video game marketing for the win. Eastgate 2022 fam, followed by Eastgate 2023 season update, Kick W. Let's go. I'm confused. Hi, confused. I'm Graham. How you doing? EA tapping up Microsoft's marketing team? Maybe. United 3-1 up now, Rashford. And then I did just see that we're 4-1 up on goal as well, so nice. I used to live in Pachinki. I bet you did. It's all going a bit Ready Player One, multiverse. And most of the time, the multiverse shit doesn't even need to be there. That's just that. It's a marketing buzzword that's being overdone. It's like Battle Royale. Everyone had to use the word Battle Royale a few years ago. It'll disappear in the next 2 or 3 years because people will be bored of it. 3D, Battle Royale, VR, multiverse. The difference is VR is the only one in there that is something that is truly different and can add different experiences from video games. So I would like to see that one maintained. I remember when you'd get a game on a cassette off a stand for $2.99. How much does a standard season pass cost these days? 2 cassettes. Maybe 3. They need a crossover with Tiger Woods' golf game, Crazy Golf, while skateboarding. Well, that's like polo. Back in the good old days when floppies were actually floppy. Back in the good old days. That's today. Actually, wait, no. Nanny's just come on for Melbourne in the last 5 or so mins. Okay. 2-player Daley Thompson's decathlon, the way to destroy 80s keyboards. International track and field, way to destroy 90s controllers. There you go. You should try installing. Yeah, exactly. Knuckles, all the skin gone. You should try installing Windows 98 off one of them with all the service packs. It was 32 discs and 17 hours to do. And okay. It could be like GTA talking about skate once again. It could be. And imagine how cool that would be. Open world city game like GTA. And then dropping into a skate park and being able to just full on Tony Hawk's way around. That's the thing. That's the dream. The issue is open world is so intensive. Then having all of the intricacies of the skateboarding physics for just that one element is usually quite difficult. That's what the reason that stuff doesn't exist is because building all of those physics and engines and stuff usually means there's no space for open world. So I'd like it to be like that. I can't see that. I hope I'm wrong. We've got next gen tech. Maybe that is possible where they can have it so you can just jump on your skateboard like Spider-Man in the Amazing Spider-Man game and just send yourself down the street to the next basketball court and just fucking yeet yourself up onto one of the basketball nets, grind across the top of that onto the railings and then bugger off back down the street again. That would be incredible. I don't see it being like that though, but we'll see. Could be. The military use Arma 3 to train their infantry. Nice. Yeah, they fall off curbs and suddenly the legs are broken. Oh no. 4-1 United on goal. All Melbourne, aren't we? No. No, Drew. Oh, I did see. For those that don't know, Drew is an exceptional troll, by the way. Sometimes his trolls are a little bit close to the bone. You think, ooh, but sometimes they're just really well played. And I was in Ham's stream this morning. Ham's got a new monitor and he was talking about going off, setting up his audio stuff and come back on. And everyone, you know, it's like when you've got technical issues, everyone in your chat tries to be helpful. So I'm there trying to give him some help. Timeless is trying to give him some help. Nietzsche is trying to give him some help. So we're like some people are like, you can go off sort your audio and stuff like that, and then you try it again or whatever. Some people saying, like me saying, maybe just stay to the end of the stream and whatever. Drew just went, you could go off to sort your audio and not come back on. It was like, that's absolute Drew levels. Sat there on the couch, setting up my laptop, chuckling away to myself. So GG's. Off to Celtic Park tomorrow. Can't wait, even if it's a preseason game. Excited. Enjoy! You know it's early preseason game when even Rashford scores. Do you know what? He's back. This is it. He's back. Hopefully. Okay, we are an hour and 14 minutes in.
Yes.
So
Should we just do free game Friday?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about this Aliens game without having a bit of time to talk about this Aliens game, because it does sound like it could be quite spicy. The Final Fantasy 16 one, we maybe ditch that. We might not come back to that because they've ditched turn-based graphics. Battle, should I say. So if you missed it, Final Fantasy 16 has ditched turn-based combat in order to appeal to younger generations. Is that really it? Because, I mean, I'm not young and I would like turn-based combat ditched. It's not really that at all for me. I don't think turn-based combat is for older generations. I think it's a different audience entirely. So, yeah, sounds like a shit move to me. But do you know what? We'll have that conversation next week or never. Who knows? Aliens is making a badass new game, though. We will talk about that next week. For now, though, we will finish up with hashtag
Free Game Friday.
Yeah. So what is free on the Epic Games Store right now? This is written once again by Morgan Pack at PC Gamer, and the answer is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms and Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap. So it's a rather fantastical time for freebies on the Epic Store this week. In the gorgeously hand-drawn, side-scrolling action quest Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, you play as an adventurer who's been turned into a human/lizard hybrid by a dragon lord's curse, becoming a new spliced man creature every time you kill a boss. In Idle Champions, meanwhile, you'll manage your own adventurer's guild of heroes pulled from across the Dungeons and Dragons multiverse, including potentially characters from your favourite actual play live streams. Nice. So if you've got a PC, if you've got Epic Games Store, make sure you've got the launcher installed and you can bag yourself 2 games for free. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms and then Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap. That Wonder Boy one actually does look pretty cool. Little side-scrolling thing. Nice. I do like the look of that one. Probably will forget to install it, even though I'm telling you guys to do it here right now. It's just what I do.
Standard.
It's just because the Epic Games launcher, whilst being on stream and on a Discord video call, will just bring everything to a grinding halt. So I'll do it after the stream. But we all know that I can't multitask. So as soon as I stop the stream, that's me doing something. So having the task of remembering to do something. So I'm here telling you as a service to you when I could be doing it for myself, but instead I'm telling you, go get the games, get the freebies, do it now.
Get it all.
Drew, you're my favourite troll. Don't listen to anyone else. Yes, speak sense, she does. Nice one. That's world class top draw. Yoda impression. I'll have no one say any different. And on that bombshell, we're going to finish up. Thank you for being here. Look at the face. Thank you for being here for our absolutely 100% definitely the 5th scoop of the week and not just the 2nd scoop of the week. We definitely have been here all 5 days because we haven't been busy and stuff like that. So yeah, we are only on our 2nd episode of the scoop this week because it has been one of those weeks. We do work in the video games industry. We have been doing a bunch of video game stuff that we can't tell you about because NDAs and stuff. Some bits we'll tell you about soon, someday. Some bits we won't. But what we can tell you about though is the fact that we will be back tomorrow with a big old PUBG stream. We'll be live from about 10 a.m. ish. We usually finish around 2ish in the afternoon. Although tomorrow a little bit longer. We'll just see what the day takes us. Nice.
Someone's being left on their own tomorrow.
Unsupervised. Absolute electrical fires for days.
Unsupervised.
Yeah, just me sat here, with no food because I can't look after myself.
Danielle's going to phone you about 1:30 going, have you fed yourself? You'll feed yourself, but you'll feed Milo, but you'll forget to feed yourself.
No, I'll feed Milo and then I'll eventually feed myself. If she leaves me for long enough, I'll eventually feed myself. And she's like, what did you get? I had a Frosties butty.
She would do Uber Eats to the house just to ensure that you've eaten.
No, see, that's the thing. I mean, I think I'm undermining just how good she is there because she'd be like, have you eaten? I was like, no. She's like, have you got anything? No. She's like, I've put a sandwich in the fridge that your foot is touching. Oh, yeah. Eat it then. All right, then she'll ring back in half an hour. Did you eat your sandwich? No. Eat the sandwich. So, yeah.
Sandwich.
Basically, I'm a man-child and can't look after myself, and Danielle's amazing, so that's the moral of the story. Let's go. Remember the original Aliens vs. Predator game? I love that game. That was a class game. You guys are great. Your show is always good. Thank you very much, dude. Oh, by the way, I mentioned this last week, and I think you dropped off. You will find, I'll probably ask you this again, you will find that I have a very non-multitasking brain, and that, when I'm on stream, means I struggle to retain information. So you may remember, and I remember asking what I call you. Do you want ACM? Do you want ticks? And you gave me an answer. Do I remember that answer? No. So, what do I call you? I'm going to keep calling you ticks, even if you don't want it. So you can tell me what you'd like to be called, but I'll probably keep calling you ticks. My bad. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of his powers? Is a great Halo streamer. That's the secret of his powers, by the way. Shout out to the people that know Wonder Boy, by the way. Let's go.
Yeah. Also a fantastic Tenacious D song.
It's no tribute though, is it?
What is the secret of your power? Wonder, won't you take me far away from the mucky muck?
Discord took you far away, by the way. For
I was thinking that I was going to stop, and I thought Discord's going to ruin it for me.
The only bit ironically it wondered was when you said Wonder Boy. Ruined. Everything else was fine. Tiny Yoda says up the ICU. Say up the ICU. Let's go. I have to go outdoors as a ginger. Pray for me.
And nice.
Me. Just spontaneous combustion. And he's gone.
Yeah.
I have to go out for a meeting on Monday. Smart shirt and trousers in 34-degree heat. Iceman. Pray for you too. My bad. Not that I've done anything but prayed. And don't tell him. He will forget. I will. I will. It might be like, yeah, but I don't want to be called Ticks. Fuck's sake. At least Bibby got it. Yeah, I had no idea. It was lost on me. Yes, you did take me far away from my speakers. Kappa. Nice. On that bombshell, Bib, we are going to take people far away. But before we do, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, Graham. Thank you very much to each and every one of you that have helped shape the 2 shows that we've had this week. If you want to help shape hopefully more than 2 shows next week, you can do so by doing either of these 2 things. Follow us on social media. It is at Ice Cream Uploads across all major social media platforms, or alternatively, get involved with our Discord. The Discord has been popping off this morning, basically talking about greatest covers of songs ever, and also a lot of things about Arctic Monkeys, about how cool they are, because they are still super fucking cool. But if you want to talk about video games, go into the area in there called The Scoop. All we need from you is URL plus your thoughts and impressions. We will then give you our thoughts and impressions on the very next show, which will be our what time on Monday? Mr. Graham Day.
10 a.m.
Ish.
Nice. 10 a.m. ish. Okay, we do have a decision. Do we drop a raid on one of our friends of the channel that will be joining us in the PUBG Royale Rumble? Or do we drop a raid on one of our friends who will be helping support us with prizes for the Royale Rumble? So we have the likes of Stento, who is live. Gaming Nacho is live. Big Hamish, live. They're all going to be in the PUBG Royal Rumble. Franny, a.k.a. Big Back Mac, is live. He will be on, I think, Team Big Ham. But we also have the likes of Official Insert Coin, who will be providing us with 4 vouchers for that prize. Prizes.
It's Friday. I think it's Insert Coin.
I think that's good. Tiny Yoda said, and you've said with an agreement as well, Tiny Yoda said prizes, so we'll do that. We'll go over to Official Insert Coin stream. So Insert Coin are providing us with a bunch of vouchers for the teams that will be taking part in that event as well. They have provided us with prizes to give away for you guys in the community too in the past. I think Viv got one of the prizes, maybe. Was it the jacket, the Cyberpunk jacket? Maybe I don't, not not Cyberpunk, the Last of Us jacket. Anyway, we they do provide us with prizes. They're good people, so we'll go right there. Stick around, please. We would very very much appreciate that. Insert Coin don't stream for too long, because obviously they're busy making and selling the best video games merch in the world. So do feel free to drop in there, even if you're only there for a little bit. Stick around to the end, whatever it is, would very much appreciate it. For now, though, we are going to disappear. We'll be back at 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow morning with some PUBG. Until I die of starvation or wet myself, one or the other, I don't know, we'll see. Until then, though, have yourself a beautiful day, and stay frosty.
Stay frosty.